Namaste everybody, hope you're doing well, and as we're still navigating this Mercury retrograde, just wanted to reach out in a video which is sometimes easier than lots of individual messages. Many people at the moment have been feeling this amazing, lovely energy within to create and almost reinvent themselves into the next level of vibration, resonating with. That might be you. And yet we're still together, all of us collectively, the creatives of the world, the intuitives, dissolving this lack, this fear that we have over the collective energy of a long time had to navigate. What I mean by that is this lack of abundance, because as creatives and those with the deep soul calling within us know that we're here to make a difference and just to help people the best that we can. The exchange of energy, which is obviously money, has never been that priority, because it's been that ancient wound, if you like, of the self-confidence and being good enough, or even burnt at the stake for what we've previously done. And so for many years we've been trying to transmute that energy into the next vibration, which we're rapidly entering, and this balance of exchange. And so we've seen the greatest imbalance in the world for a long time that hurts us at the core level. So the starvation in the world, and the lack and poverty, and yet the popularity, the stardom, the famous, the footballers of the world, etc. So it's not bringing a judgment amongst those people, it's bringing the awareness of the imbalance. And so many healers and intuitives and empaths have felt this imbalance for such a long time that we also have that within ourselves. And now is the time where that balance is shifting. And what 2020 2021 has taught us, and many of us were talking about this for a good 5-10 years before, it's brought back that balance, because it brought us all to an inward journey. It brought us all to, no matter what we were doing, everybody was in the same position. And so no matter what our reality, our belief of what's happening in the world, it's ascension, it's the awakening path. And so my lesson, I'm creating this week, I'm having a lovely space of energy and sharing lots of knowledge, and I've invested a lot in myself and my journey to be able to do that for people, and I have to value that. And so I was writing something yesterday about investing in yourself, so I just felt I wanted to remind you all, the universe brings us these tests to come above that, to the biggest lesson is we have to invest in ourselves. So it's trying to keep ourselves out of that fear, that lack, that feeling, because else we stay stuck. And so we have to invest in ourselves with the things that are going to change our lives, the things that are going to help us, not a little bit, right out of our comfort zone, and shift us to where we need to be. And that is about creating a different life, creating conscious change, and shifting into what it is freedom, and seeking that better work-life balance. And so it's about valuing, and even those, or even more so actually, those amongst us in the spiritual community, whilst we have all these answers mentally and vocally, and we help others with it, it can still be a block that we all go through. And so that shift, our time is coming now where we can shift that abundance, so that the right energy is being rewarded with the abundance. And that isn't necessarily money, that's energy, that's exchange, that's the whether it's donation or whatever, but it's that way of living. And sometimes we're so emphasizing the abundant life we get through nature and just living, but the reality is we have to live in this physical world. So we're starting to support each other a lot more, but actually what's also risen that I want to highlight is some of the biggest lack within the spiritual holistic community isn't isn't intentional, sometimes it's subconscious, but that lack of support to other people, other spiritual souls, other holistic beings, all in this journey together, quite often the vocal, whether intentionally or not, affects others as well, that are literally, sharing this collective energy with you. So try to step out of fear. And whilst the beautiful creation and working in an aligned way that we want to can feel too overwhelming sometimes, because the fear can cause a block, we have to get past that. And I didn't always feel this way. My journey's been very intense, and an awful lot of both lack and abundance, and it's something that we all have to work at, because we're not just doing this for ourselves now, and we never should have been. It's always for the collective. So if we can shift our mindset and move forward. And I just wanted to say, because Mercury retrograde gives us that beautiful opportunity to seek within, and we have to surrender, and we've got to move through an awful lot now to create this new world. Whilst there's lots out there about everything shifting and everything aligning, I'm talking a little bit cryptically, because I obviously want to be able to still communicate on social media. We know what's going on, we know what's happening, but don't forget, this isn't something that's just over. This isn't something that just goes back to how we were, because the whole point of this ascension is to not have that world that we had, the one that is exhausting nature and ourselves, the one that is causing huge separation, segregation and materialism through the roof. And I was in India when I had that amazing vision some of you may know about, and I spent 20 plus years on and off in India and working in many different countries and cultures, particularly Greece, India, all over. And I've seen where Greece, for instance, had their massive collapse and changed their whole country and their core with the euro. I've seen in India firsthand where they stopped making the money overnight. Literally, remember that, making the money, it's printed. And then seeing all the spiritual wisdom that's in India, yet all they seek at the moment is materialism. So they have to, in many ways, go through the cycle that we have in the Western world. We're sick of it, and we are wanting that balance in ourselves and in the whole of the world and beyond. And we're ready for this next level of ascension. The next thing just to end on is not waiting for something to happen or to be seen. Everything is here, everything is in the now. We are in this new age, this Aquarian age. We have been since 2012, and we had our divine awakening calling in 2011. All that we're going through is layer after layer of illusions that's shifting. So navigating this consciously is the key and the way to do it. Any of you that want to work with me, this isn't about promoting anything I do, because it's about an energy exchange and match. If my experiences help you to get where you want to be, then that's what it will be. And probably the best way I can help you is either to go through whatever level of meditation that you want to go, because that will help you strengthen your core empowerment and your intuition to trust yourself, and to navigate the ascension and really shift all these core beliefs to help you get out of your own way, which is what happens to us all, and really work through that process, is the Awaken and Healing program, which every single person that has done it since 2016, it changes your life. And sometimes that's the problem, we voice that we want to change, but that too can be overwhelming. So we've got to do this together. We need to invest in ourselves, seek the people that can help us, whether that's me or someone else, the same as I choose different things to help me advance all the time and work on myself. We must do that now and value ourselves. Sending you so much love. Namaste.